Hello, as you all may know, my name is Alexander. For the past few months, I've been doing a lot. I'm making this video merely to document my journey in the first phase of things. It's going to be, this video is not going to be, the best. I'm not going to edit it whatsoever. It's going to be off the cusp, raw, no cuts. So, I'm currently in South Africa, Durban, South Africa. I'm in an Airbnb that I got. It's not too bad. It's like I guess you would consider it a flat, something like that. Anyways, at this point in time, I've sold my house, I've sold my car, and I have rehomed my 2 dogs. Excuse my eyes, I do look a little tired and things, but I'm not. Just been doing a lot. I've done it all in the span of 3 months, I believe, give or take. Yeah, and now I found myself here in South Africa, Durban. I was in Tanzania for a bit. I was in Mombasa for a bit, so Kenya. Then I was in Nairobi for a bit, so Johannesburg as well. But now I'm here. And really, this video is to really solidify a few things. One, when you stay consistent and you just focus on one thing, it tends to get done, whether you want it to or not. Quite frankly, here, let me move from this location. Lighting's not the best. So I found that when you continue to do something for a long enough period of time, whether it looks like you're getting anywhere or not, you will eventually get somewhere. And that somewhere is not going to be small margins. It's going to be a buildup of energy, a slingshot, essentially, a slingshot effect. And I do believe, just a few months ago, let's say about 4 or 5 months ago, I was still in the process of selling the house and everything. Not for a moment did I think I was gonna just and be here in South Africa, but if you hear any noise in the background, there's like gardeners and things, and just ignore that, and birds. Yeah, with that being said, that's one, stay consistent. 2, things don't always appear to be what they are. There may be a situation that you're going through, and it may be tedious, strenuous, and it may not feel like it's going to end, or it's not going to, you're not going to get to the end goal, or you're just not going to get to a point where you enjoy it, whatever the case may be. That's simply not the case. No matter what situation you're in, this ties into the first point. Stay consistent, stay focused, understand that it doesn't quite matter as much what you're having to do, as long as it's not anything crazy, of course. As long as you just stay focused, stay consistent, keep doing it long enough. And I'm not saying it's easy. It's very simple. I'm not saying it's easy. But as long as you do that, I do believe, as a matter of fact, it's a fact, you will achieve and do what you seek to do. Excuse the quality of this video too. I don't know if it's good or bad, but I don't know if the audio's echoing, because this is like a a cement structure. I don't know. Anyways, I'm in a guest house. Yeah, that's point two. Point three. The world is what you believe it is. Everything is what you believe it is. That makes sense. A lot of people get mixed up with the thought that the world is just the world and it is the way it is. I don't believe that that's the case, and nor should you. The world is what, this is, what should I say? This is, anyways, cliche. The world is what you make it. And that's true. That's true. That's a fact. Everything is what you make it. A good situation can be a not so good situation, depending on how you perceive it. I don't want to get into a full rant. That'll be later videos, but you have to understand the way that in which you perceive things is the way that in which they shall be. If you don't understand that at this point in time, in later videos I will clarify that. But for now, let me put this up here or something. Stop messing around as much. There we go. So, point being, third and final point. Your perception of the world and how you perceive things is merely a reflection of how you simply perceive yourself as well as others. It may seem hard to understand or maybe rather esoteric. Let me touch on that a little bit. So I'll talk a little bit louder. I don't know if the audio is not picking up. So with that being said, what I mean by that, you have to understand that a lot of the things that you do are not because you necessarily want to do them, but it's just because it's how you've been conditioned. They're the restraints you've been given, restraints you have put upon yourself, the notions you have been programmed with, essentially. There's a lot of them. People don't realize just how many things that they have been programmed with, essentially. There's a lot of things that you don't know about that you need to know about. And it takes a lot of time to just really sit in silence, whatever you need to do to really focus and think about things in which aren't you. And I've taken a little bit of time to do that. And it's really interesting because it's like, how in the world did you not see that in the first place? You start to feel like, dang, I know absolutely nothing. And that's true. That's fine. Just keep moving, keep learning more, and that's the whole point. I think I'm gonna end at about 10 minutes, so I'm not gonna try to go too long, but I just want to get this video out here, document my journey. I'm in South